Today, we're going to be talking about finding the purpose, the topic, and the message of your speech. But let's start with the topic. And the reason to start there is because there is a lot of things that precedes the topic. One of the things to get to the topic first, you need to find the purpose, the message that you want to convey to the audience. And if you want to get to the topic, then the first thing that we need to do is to decide what type of speech we want to give. We want to, maybe it's an informational speech, which is just reporting something. It's the simplest speech, really, although it might require a lot of compilation and research, but putting it together is not that difficult. Then the other ones, the other two speeches really that are very important is the persuasive speech and the inspirational speech. The persuasive, you want to convince somebody to go your way. You want to give them a message to do something, and or you want to sell something. You can be selling your message, or you can be selling a product. And in the inspirational speech, you also want them to take action. You want to inspire the audience to change their life or to do something. So persuasive and inspirational, I think they are very similar. Once we know what type of speech we want to give, then we need to come with the purpose. What is the purpose of my speech? What is the message? And I always ask myself one question to do that. And the question is, what do I want the audience to feel, think, or do after they hear my speech, after they go home? How do you want them to feel? And finding that's finding the message, or maybe you can also say the purpose, because once you find the purpose, then you know what type of message you want to give. But finding the purpose is very similar to finding the purpose of your life. How do you find the purpose of your life? Well, there are three elements that are very important when you are looking to find the purpose of your life. The first element is the values. What are those values that you have? If you're going to give a speech, then of course you need to know the values of the audience, because you don't want to contradict them, and maybe you don't even want to go there because their values are different to yours, or they're going to be contradictory. So it depends, and that's when you need to select. But first is values. The other thing is, what are you great at? What are those things that come easy for you? And those type of activities, those type of elements that you want to carry in your speech, the topic, what is it that you are good at? And then the other element for finding the purpose is, what are you willing to do if money is not an object? Are you willing to sacrifice everything you have? Are you willing to travel everywhere if money is not an object, and give your message and touch lives? So that's the type of element that we need to decide. Those three elements: the values, the your ability to do something, what are you great at? And then the third one is, are you willing to do? What are you willing to do if money is not an object? Once you define those, then you have the purpose of your life. And that is very similar to finding the purpose of the speech. So once you have those things, then you can select the topic, you select the stories, you select whatever type of topic that you want to be talking about, then you select the topic. But it starts with a purpose, it starts with a message. Thank you for listening. We see you again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe. And if you want to select a good topic, follow these steps. Goodbye.